Gym buddy intervention. It's you versus you, girl. It's you versus you. ¿Qué onda, besties? Today is the first workout of my new weight loss journey. I've been working out for years at this point, but I haven't set a specific goal for myself. But today I finally sat down, I got my why down, I got everything written down and planned. And you know, I've made some progress, I've made some gains. When I first started, I had no butt and we grew that butt. But what I want to focus on over the next 6 months, and I thought really long and hard about this, I want to lose 75 pounds. And there's a specific reason why it is 75 pounds exactly, but I'm gonna wait until I hit that goal to explain why it's that specific number. Now, if I don't reach that goal, am I gonna be sad? No, but I'm gonna try as hard as I can to reach that goal. So here is the plan. Every month, I'm gonna increase my steps by 1,000 to 2,000 steps. Believe it or not, the past couple of months have been so rough on my mental health. I used to get 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, and your girl is at 2,500 average over the last 17 weeks. So needless to say, we are gonna build this up little by little to ensure that we are staying consistent and that this is obtainable. Ever since I stopped going consistently to the gym, I realized that my accountability system was not there. When I'm left to my own devices, I tend to not follow through with my promises. And then I thought to myself and I was like, oh, hello, you guys can be my accountability buddies. I can yap to you guys. I don't like that word, yap. Whatever. I can yap to you guys in between sessions, just like I would yap to my friend, my gym buddy, and we can hold each other accountable that way. So yeah, the goal is 75 pounds in 5 to 6 months. Is it gonna be easy? Absolutely not. It's gonna require a lot of consistency and a lot of not falling into my own temptation. But this is a test to myself to prove that I can do what I set my mind to, because I have in the past. I can prove to myself that I am better than what my tapeworm tells me. The tapeworm being the tapeworm that lives in my stomach and tells me to just eat and turn my brain off. So here is the plan. The plan. I'm starting off by setting a goal of 4,500 steps per day. That is 2,000 more steps than what I was currently doing. I'm gonna do that for 5 weeks. I'm gonna get in 4 strength training sessions per week. At least one of them has to be in the gym. At least for me, because I like lifting heavy and I miss lifting heavy and I wanna get out there and just do that at the gym. The other 3 days of strength training will be at home, because your girl works a full-time 40-hour job and I'm technically also a full-time content creator and I do not have time to go to the gym every single day. I did it before and I burnt out. The next thing is getting at least 3 30-minute cardio sessions a week, or 6 15-minute sessions. And the last thing is taking at least 1 progress picture per week wearing the same clothes. Does that remind you of something I posted before? It's essentially the 5 4 3 2 1 challenge. 5 stands for 5 weeks at a time. The 4 stands for 4 strength training sessions a week. The 3 stands for 3 30-minute cardio sessions. The 2 is 2,000 more steps than your previous average. Hence mine being 2,500. I'm gonna aim for 4,500 for the next 5 weeks. And then after that, I'm gonna keep going and going and going and going. And then the 1, of course, 1 progress picture per week. It's the 5 4 3 2 1 challenge is back. And guess what is also back? Clothes that stopped fitting me a while back and they're still a little tight, but they fit now. Like for example, these pants, and they have stopped fitting me and now I feel like a worm, but they went up and they fit. So I'm happy about that. I'm definitely not sizing up on workout clothes, but I'm also not sizing down until they're literally falling down, because over purchasing workout clothing is dumb. You don't even need to buy all these workout clothes. I'm sorry, that's probably why none of these brands sponsor me, is because I don't over consume workout clothing, and probably also because I'm fat, but that's besides the point. Shout out Girlfriend Collective, Yvette Sports, and Diosefit for actually sending up plus size girly clothing that doesn't look perfect. When I am skinty, you already know I'm gonna rep those brands so hard because they supported a plus size girly at her biggest. When I win my Grammy, when I win my Tony, when I win my EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, when I win my Oscar, when I win my Emmy, I won't forget that. When I win my Kids' Choice Awards, I won't forget that. For today's gym buddy yap session, I need to find a new name for YAP. Gym Buddy Intervention. Okay. For today's Gym Buddy Intervention, I had some self-reflection time today to really think about this topic. And it's something that I find myself motivating my friends with constantly. So I felt like this was the perfect topic to start off with. And that is, stop giving a fuck about what people think about you. And throughout this workout, we're gonna talk about that. We're really gonna unpack this. All right, let's get my workout mix in. Spotify has these curated playlists based off the music that you like. And I always pick the hype workout one, and it's a test case. I'm just gonna put these on. I'm gonna put these on. Can you hear me like this? Whispering. Ooh, yes. G-O-A-T-T-O-G-O-O. I'm gonna start off with this bad boy. My stair climber. Yep, I needed the stretch. Girl. Today's Gym Buddy, what was it? Intervention? Gym Buddy Intervention revolves around how to stop caring about what other people think, because I struggled with that for a very long time. Starting off slow, just to warm up the legs and the knees. So how to stop caring about what people think about you. One of the most important quotes, I'm out of breath. One of the most important quotes that I read about this is that we have to stop living under the narrative of other people's opinions. Why do we put so much value in what people think about us? Because when you think about it, no one spends more time with you than yourself. Literally spend 100% of your time with yourself. So why do we put the opinions of other people over our own opinions of ourselves? Like, girl, you know nothing about me. I know myself more than you will ever know me. That's the first thing, is don't be living by the narrative of other people's opinions. It is literally them forming an impression of you out of a reflection of themselves. I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. So I'll cool down a little bit from that, and we get started on our leg day. The next way to stop caring about what other people think is to remember that people don't care as much as you think they care. Most of the judgments that you think people are making about you is really you making those judgments about yourself. And unless someone actually gives you an ugly look, or they specifically tell it to your face and they make it obvious that they do not like you and they are judging you, chances are it probably just passes over their head. But that right there, that is super important. But when you really think about it and you unpack what I just said, those judgments that you think people are making about you is really you making them onto yourself. That is really important. Another one of my favorite quotes is that the fear of looking stupid is holding you back. And that is you essentially judging yourself and feeling like you're not capable, not worthy of doing what you know you can do, what you want to do. But you're too scared because you don't believe in yourself, because you don't know yourself. And that's the next thing. You gotta find yourself first. You gotta really put in the work into finding yourself out, finding out who you are, what do you enjoy, what brings you happiness. And you have to learn to like yourself, and like yourself a lot. Because if you don't like yourself, that you spend 100% of the time with yourself, if you don't like yourself, then who will? Like an owl, bitch. You will forever be asking, who? Anyways, I'm not gonna lie to yourself. This is something that I actually had to remind myself about. Everything that I wrote down in my notes is technically like a diary to me. Already my own brain reminding me that I am that bee, that you are that bee. Everyone is that bee. We're bringing out my hip thrust machine. This is a little fancy machine. You don't need this fancy machine. I'm a very lucky person that I got this for free from TikTok shop. You don't need it. It would be nice if you could have it. If you can afford it, then yeah, hell yeah. But you don't need it. You can do all of this off of a couch, off of a bench, off of a chair, off of a bed. All right, we're gonna start off with some hip thrusts. I'm gonna read this one off of my computer because it's very important. Put yourself and the people that support you on the pedestal that you put the opinions of other people on. The opinions of others do not pay your bills. And most importantly, they don't define you. So why should you care about someone finding your content or finding what you're doing to be cringe? They don't pay your bills. I'm gonna brag just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. I grew up in a trailer park. I had no friends growing up because I was a stinky poor kid. And that's a whole other like side of trauma that we're not gonna unpack right now. Let me do this and then I'll talk about that. All right, I'm gonna use this weight right here. I can't wait for the fupa to go down because I want to be able to put this over here, not over here. but we gotta work with what we got. I'm gonna go until failure because I am the opposite of that. I am not a failure, but I will go until failure. Sometimes you just gotta get through the pain. It only gets easier from here. So yeah, where did I leave off? Oh yeah, I was a stinky poor kid growing up where people literally asked me, why are you so poor? Because of that, I spent a little bit of time trying to please other people, trying to just be friends with whoever would take me in. And guess what? I was miserable. And from a very young age, I stopped caring about what other people think. Because no matter what I did, I was never fully accepted by people, and I wasn't myself. I was trying to be someone else, trying to get accepted by those people. I was miserable. So what did I do? I kept playing those video games. I kept playing my guitar. I kept listening to the music I listened to. I didn't care. And listen, when you grow up as a precocious child, knowing too much at your young age, I feel like that was a good lesson to learn very young. Yeah, the journey was very lonely for a long time, but eventually I found friends that shared the same interests with me, that accepted me for who I was, and I didn't have to pretend I was someone, and it was happy. It was great. Most of us fail, and most of us don't believe in ourselves because the opinions of other people are holding us back. And I wrote something in my journal the other day that like made me sob. Okay, I'm gonna read this after I do my next set. I'm like, nah, in my head, like doing a lot of inner child work for the past year, and I feel like that has completely changed my life. Like total 180 on my life, because it helps me let go of all of these negative and toxic habits that I developed out of my childhood struggles. So something that I've been doing is like writing little letters to my inner child. Recently I wrote, this is for my inner child. This is for the one that thought she wasn't worth it. For the one that felt invisible. The one who did what she could with what she had. And then I put this in Spanish. Y con lo poquito que tuve, logré mucho más que los que tuvieron todo. And with what little I had, I accomplished much more than those who had it all. You can choose to be scared about what people think and silence your dreams, silence your voice, your expression, just to try to fit the mold of people that don't want to be around you anyways. People that didn't choose you in the first place. You can be scared of what those people will think, or you can work your way to the point where you'll eventually pay your parents' bills, where you'll eventually get that dream car you've been wanting, that dream body, whatever is holding you back and you want. Why are you gonna let the opinions of other people stop? Sorry, Childish Gambino song just came on and I'm losing focus. But yeah, if I cared about looking stupid on the internet, and I get lots of hate comments, but guess what? They go to the trash. They get deleted because I don't accept that negative energy. And one thing that I told my friend one time on a road trip, she wanted to start content creating, and I told her like, you're such an inspiration, you should do vlogs and stuff. She was like, oh, I'm just scared of what people are gonna like think, or like, I just don't want to be perceived online. Okay, let's do the next thing. So yeah, my friend was talking about how she wanted to create content, but she was kind of scared of being perceived online. And I was like, hey, you go to concerts, right? You go to the grocery store, you go to the park. Every time you step out of your house, you're perceived by hundreds, if not thousands of people. They know what you look like off camera, without filter, at your rawest self. So how is that any different from people perceiving you on the internet? And this can either help you or terrify you even more, but it should help you. You should feel good about this. And that is that every single person you meet has a different impression or has a different version of who they think you are. No two people will know the exact same you because it is all based on perception. And guess who is the only person that knows you 100%? Not your bestie, not your tia, not your grandma, not your grandpa, not your ChatGPT, yourself. Why? Because you spend 100% of the time with yourself. Yeah, let's go with this next workout. Let's go. And I had a conversation with my friend the other day about being scared about what people think. Both of us are fans of Wicked. I was like, girl, are you an Elphaba or are you a Glinda? Elphaba, Glinda, Elphaba, Glinda. But yeah, I was like, are you an Elphaba or are you a Glinda? Which one? And she was like, duh, obviously, Elphaba. I was like, Elphaba? No, ma'am, you are a Nessa Rose. You hide in the back, you don't speak your truth, you participate in lots of self-loathing, afraid to prove people wrong, and afraid to speak up for yourself and to speak up for the people that matter to you, because you're scared of what other people around you are gonna think. And what did Miss Alphaba do when people were mocking her? People were making fun of her, people were perceiving her in a negative light. She picked that hat off of the floor with tears in her eyes, and she stood up for herself. If no one else in that room was gonna stand up with her, she stood up for herself because she knew herself 100%. And that's what she said. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. And to those who ground me, take a message back from me, not from them, from me. And she owned that. She knew that the opinions of others, nobody in all of us, nobody that there ever was, is ever gonna bring her down. I watched this movie too many times. Maybe it's an allegory. Another way to stop caring about what other people think is to stop comparing yourself to other people, because you don't know their circumstances. Especially people on social media, you don't know their circumstances. As a fitness content creator, at some points I thought, why am I not more successful than other people? Why have I not been able to make this my full-time job? And then I thought to myself, I have a full-time job. I work 40 hours. I dedicate 40 hours of my life to making ends meet. And for me, content creating right now is a part-time job. I treat it like a full-time job because I put so many hours into it. At the end of the day, someone out there gets to work harder than I do. I get to be in the gym 3 to 4 hours a day. I don't have that luxury. But does that stop me? No, it doesn't. Instead of it making me upset, it motivates me. It's like, yeah, I want to be like that one day. But I'm not going to compare myself because our circumstances are way different. Being realistic about the circumstances that we are in and doing the best that we can with what little we have, or with how much we have. That's what's important, is like having that competition within yourself, like competing against yourself. I'm competing against my viewfinder right now. Like, it's me versus me here. It's you versus you, girl. It's you versus you. Everywhere I go. Say, oh, beho. This one does not look nice at all, but I gotta do it. I don't care. Who cares how my longa looks? I miss working out at the gym so much. Talking to you guys though, it helps so much. Like, it feels like I'm at the gym talking to my friends, but now I'm in this room talking to myself, but not really, because you guys are watching. We're gonna make it 15 minutes on my stepper. And then we're done. I'm so exhausted. But I got a new shower head and I'm so excited to use it because it has a mist. And I love a mist. I haven't used a mist since like 2021.
I don't care if these bitches don't like me. Just the other day, I heard a hoe say, face like this and the bitch just paid. Shit, what could a hoe say? Animal.
How many steps am I at? I need 1,200. You can get it easily. Okay, we are done with today's workout and we finished the day with 4,984 steps. So for my eating, I'm actually following the Valencia lifestyle. Here is everything that I ate today. For breakfast, I had a smoothie. I also took some ashwagandha to help lower the cortisol levels. I had some shredded chicken breast with some bell pepper. I made some rice with the chicken broth and it was so delicious. And I had some cucumbers with sugar-free chamoy. And then for dinner, I had some chicken soup and lots of water throughout the day. But yeah, today was a successful day and it's thanks to you for being here with me and hopefully getting motivated to also reach your goals and to stop caring what people think about you. I went from being the poor smelly kid to like now living my dream life just because I didn't listen to the opinions of other people and I just focused on myself and making myself happy. And when you have true happiness with yourself, you're way better off than like 90% of the people on this earth. Thank you for coming to this workout buddy intervention. If you like this video and you enjoyed this workout buddy intervention, give it a big thumbs up because it helps me a lot, more than you know. And if you want a new workout buddy, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another update, another workout, another intervention. And just remember, you are worthy, you are capable, you are cosmic. The universe transcended and came together to make you. It deemed you worthy of existing in this specific moment. So stop caring what other people think. Okay.